everyone. Thanks for... Tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Ali LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Dosunmu is out there with... And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach. The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Buzella sets a screen for White. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Over Plumlee. Vucevic with the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's Ball with the 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
A lot of different ways to knock down shots. And Ball's form is certainly unorthodox, but it works for him. And he's got a really quick release that allows him to get it off.
Here's Buzelis. Picked by Vucevic. White, wide open. He fires. And Vucevic kicks to White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Shoots over Knipple. And it's White missing. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Ball from long range. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic setting the pick for White. White with another miss. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Knipple with the bucket.
The defense can't give Knipple any kind of separation when he's got the ball. He is very comfortable pulling up.
There's a screen. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago. Ball against Giddey. And stolen by Giddey. Back to White. From deep three-point land. And another miss by Chicago. Great, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Ball. There's the 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 11. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A wide open look for Plumlee. Charlotte again missing. White looking around, looking to end the run. Ball with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Plumlee. Hasn't made one yet. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Bulls trail by 12.
Blocking foul line. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Buzella sets a screen for Giddey. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Buzelis. The three-pointer off the mark. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Charlotte, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
A top 5 pick in the draft. Knippel is a polished rookie. Can play either guard spot. I love his future.
That one good for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Giddey, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Lamel. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Taking a look at the Bulls. At the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Kevin Huerter is out there with Jones, and it's Collins in its center. Out to Smith for the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. In the corner, Huerter with it. It's good from long range. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Bulls trail by 18. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Okoro, and Okoro throws it.
And I'll a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Hornets playoff drought continuing, Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
Clock at 4, pass to Herter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Herter's got 8 points in the quarter. Outside Williams. Smith finds Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Mann, defended by Jones. Mann can't hit.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And the basket by Jones.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Shot on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Herter's got 10.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Williams passes to Sexton. Here's the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Herter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 12.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. Sexton for 3. On the wing, Williams. The 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
The ball finds Williams, and he tees it up. Nice shot.
Jones up top, defended by Mann. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Jones. Here's Smith, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee. Pass to Plumlee, over to the left wing. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Ball with it, defended by Giddey. Ball no good.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Here's White. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on. Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Miller. The teardrop falls in. Miller's got his second basket.
And that's the elite shot-making skill from Brandon Miller.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Miller. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Dosunmu.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start up the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's White driving the lane, and White with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Second team foul.
1:49 left to play here in the third, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in. Williams comes in for Miles Bridges. Smith checked in for Miller, and it's Colin Sexton in for Knipple.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jones. Deep two from Ball. And there's another one for the Hornets.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
On the basket by Jones.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Corner shot. It's rebounded by Herter. Left side, Jones. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And Ball slams it in.
Well, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown. Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Williams. Sexton the pass to Williams. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got 5 now.
Even though he's 6'6"-ish, Williams plays big inside. He's not afraid to go up against the big boys.
Count it.
Trey Jones.
Right side, Ball. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He totaled 14. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Bulls trail by 9. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. At the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Jones is out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target. Mann's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to Collins. And here's Huerter. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Huerter. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Charlotte leading by 7. Mann with it. Outside, Sexton. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. And the Hornets lead by 9.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Huerter. There's Williams with the 3. Sinks the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Mann. Hits it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Hornets leading by 7. Mann with it. Jones covering. And they go to the intentional foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the board.
Williams outside. Here's Smith. And there's the drive. Got a piece of it. Up top, Giddey. He's guarded by Williams. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Here is Plumlee. On the wing, Bridges. The long shot, no good. Bulls trail by 9. And he drives in. One-handed.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Okoro's checked in for the Bulls. And it's good. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Ball. Again. Sees him with the putback.
And there's the length and skill working together there. Miller keeping that possession alive.
Here's Vucevic. Kobe White. No problem with the wide open J.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Miller. He drills the 3.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. This sure does look good.
Knocks down the 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Charlotte.
Tonight they seemed committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Outside ball. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Drained from outside.
Part of why Brandon Miller went second overall in 2023, he's a quality three-point shooter.
Ball fired. It's good. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And Doris, one thing we should expect from these teams, a sense of urgency to prove themselves.
You know, Brian, coaches will talk about earning the right to win. And sometimes when you're struggling, confidence can be dinged. The way to beat that, throw yourself into the game.
Here's Dimon after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Bridges. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. Porter's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Plumlee. Now Miller. And there's the lob. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Here's Porter. Launches a 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Here in the first quarter. Oh, okay, then.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Porter against Bridges. Outside, Williams. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
A deep 3 from Ball. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ball's got 6.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple and I raise you one of my own.
Pass to Dimon. Fires from the corner. Outside Porter. Over Ball. And there's Porter on the assist by Claxton.
The offensive versatility of Porter Jr. is impressive. Able to burn defenses in so many ways.
Ball no good. Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. The fadeaway. Outside for Porter. Here's Dimon. Still without a bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Porter. Williams on the wing. Now here's Claxton. Pass to Thomas. From deep. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Thomas. Screen by Claxton. Three-pointer. The rebound by Bridges. The Hornets with a lead. And it's Ball off the drive. Miller outside. Plumlee with it. And it's Thomas picking him up. Charlotte again missing. And the net shooting has not been great early. Just 27%. Porter the pass to Claxton. Here's Williams. Claxton a screen on Ball. Williams' shot is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. And don't go far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the floor for the Nets. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. And it's Williams in at the 3. For 3, Bridges. Brooklyn pulls it in. And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
A new lineup here for Charlotte. Man, the pass to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Wilson, and as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Martin misses. Charlotte's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. A nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, this is Smith's game. He looks to score whenever he can.
Martin with the ball, guarded by Smith. The 3 is up. Martin misses. Charlotte leading by 7. This one for 3. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Sexton.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch. The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Nets trail by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Wolf. Here's Traoré. 6 to shoot. Shoots it from the corner. The rebound by Mann. Charlotte leading by 10. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves. Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Pass to Smith. Here's Diabate. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Wolf. Nets trail by 7. 1:41 left in the first half of this game. Out to the right wing. Here's Wilson, covered by Smith. Here's Clowney. Three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Right side, Williams. On the wing man. No made baskets yet.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sexton against Martin.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Hornets leading by 7. Now man. Smith outside. For 3. Brooklyn. 4-3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Hornets have gone 5 of 12 points.
And this is how he...
Charlotte Hornets. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Miller at the 3 with Bridges at the 4. Ball is joined at the backcourt by Knipple, and it's Plumlee in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half.
But Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Miller against Williams. Miller right side. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Hornets lead by 11.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Plumlee, no good. The Nets shooting 35% so far in this one. And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, BA, because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership, and then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, the acquisition of key veterans, and then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this.
Nets trail by 9. Thomas, left side. Pass to Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Quarter a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Knipple from the arc. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Thomas from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Ball with a 3. Charlotte, no good that time either. Nets trail by 9.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Thomas outside. Down low. Stolen by Ball.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball. Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Ball outside. Miller outside. Pass to Knipple. Just 5 to shoot. Over Thomas. Knipple with a bucket. Knipple's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, showing off his ability as a shooter. Just keeping Knipple off the arc won't stop him.
Williams, a screen on Bridges. Now Williams. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges passes to Ball. Oh, LaMelo using his length.
Well, the size LaMelo Ball brings to his position helps him finish on the interior, even against tough coverage. Wow.
Here's Demon driving inside. Ball with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Miller. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Step back shot. Yep, that one's good. Smith's got 14 points.
Just relentless on the offensive end. Nick Smith has endless energy, applying constant pressure. And right now, Nick is cooking.
Smith with the rebound. On the wing man. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And they've racked up a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Smith against Claxton. Smith outside. Here's the 3. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Claxton. Fast break, Brooklyn. Shot on the wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. Hornets leading by 16. And he's going for the lob. Thomas with a steal. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Diabate. They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Claxton a screen on Smith. Inside. There's the steal. Man with it. Claxton picks him up. The 3. Smith. He drops it from range. And the Hornets lead by 16. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
On the wing man, Thomas defends. Shoots a 3. Williams rips down the board. Nets trail by 16. Here's Claxton. He launches. Oh, it's off target. And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sexton! No good from 3. And Thomas has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Ooh, the shot misses.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
From deep. That's good from Knipple on the assist by Ball.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Hornets leading by 18.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hornets.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Nick Smith.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
And Brooklyn shooting poorly at only 28%.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Martin. And Charlotte, another three.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Ball with it. From deep. Cloudy pulls it in. Here's Saroff. Pass to Wolf. To stop the run. Connects from downtown.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Ball no good. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a
Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. So the Nets starting 5. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas.
For 3.
A post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, Coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
Here's Demon. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game, and it's good 2 points.
He's got some touch. Giddey delicate with that one.
Porter a screen on White. Thomas passes to Claxton. Outside Williams. For 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Dosunmu. His 3-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams for 3, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Buzelis' shot is good.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Thomas dishes to Williams. Porter with the screen for Williams. Carries it from 3-point range. Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Thomas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's White after Michael Porter made the last 3-pointer.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Back to Thomas. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. To the inside. Giddey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Pass to Williams. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 6. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Demon. After the Bulls pick up 2. To the middle. The kick out to Porter. 6 to shoot. Williams sets a screen for Porter. Off target from 3-point range. in time, but no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Martin. And it's Highsmith in at the three. Wolf, no good. Chicago trailing here. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of two super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with their treasured trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Now here's Williams. Okoro finds Jones. Herter with a screen on Martin. Pass to Herter. From the arc. Clowney pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the pick. Johnson, the pass to Wolf. To the wing right side. Outside Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Johnson for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Williams can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 0-3 and are still... Looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Martin with it. Jones covering. Launches a three. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Clowney. He has yet to score.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now, here's Okoro. Herter, no good. Here's Clowney, covered by Okoro. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. You know, Stan, Kevin Herter is a pretty big celebrity at his old high school.
Well, for good reason, Kevin. I mean, this is a guy who's risen to great success in the NBA. And so when he goes back home, everybody wants to be the next Kevin Herter.
It's the Nets now after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Wolf. Takes a three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Wolf's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Herter. Williams sets a screen for Herter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Herter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson, the pass to Wolf. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Johnson against Jones. Lets it go with the 3. With the clock winding down, and he jams it with authority.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the second.
Taking 3 shots.
And he nails the third. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Herter with a screen on Johnson. Here's Jones. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Jones against Johnson. Pass to Clowney. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Williams. He nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They're up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Thomas. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Thomas got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. Thomas, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now here's Giddey. 8 points for him. Off target from outside. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Thomas surveying the D. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Here's Thomas. Good on the baseline, Jay. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Buzelis. Pass to Giddey. Sweet move. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Thomas against White. Thomas kicks to Porter. Lets it go from the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Porter's got 5 points so far. Chicago leading by 3. Now Giddey, 12 points for him. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porter with the screen for Thomas. Out left to the wing. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Demon. Defended by Dosunmu. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 3-point lead. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Dosunmu. Right side, Thomas. For the tie. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside, White. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Demon. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls lead by 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Martin, also Johnson out there. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Highsmith. Shoots over Okoro. Clock at 6. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Jones looking for an opening. Going inside. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
The quickness of Jones, a challenge for the defense.
Pass to Wolf. Stolen by Jones. And he gets it to go. Jones has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Herter. Collins setting the big for Herter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, that one stinks. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Johnson against Jones. Here's Clowney. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Highsmith to take the lead. Herter there for the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Shoots the 3. A 3-pointer. Good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Rebounded by Collins. The Bulls leading by 3. Jones fires. Off target from outside. Fires the 3. Here's Highsmith. Covered by Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The putback. Lets loose a three. Williams with the rebound. Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. From outside. He makes the first of 3, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic check in for Collins. Dosunmu comes in for Isaac Okoro. Whitey's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Trey Jones.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And there's the 3. That's trailed by 9. It's stolen by Vucevic. It's White on the wing, covered by Martin. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot is good!
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Chicago.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
That was a two-hander.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Shoots. Williams with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And so it's Chicago.
teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Knipple and Miller on the wings. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at point guard. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Pass to Bridges. With the drive. Chicago with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
White for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
Here's Bridges. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. About a minute played here so far in the first. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Stolen by Ball, and it's the Hornets on the break, and he lobs it up top. It's stolen away. And now the Bulls in transition. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey. And that's now 8 points for Kobe White.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role.
Here's White. After the basket by Charlotte. DeSumo outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Offensive board. DeSumo for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. 4-point game to the left wing. Back to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From outside the arc. Ball no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
He buries it from 3.
With his size and quickness, Ball's pull-up is unstoppable.
White for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Charlotte has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Ball. Oh, misses the dunk. And the Bulls shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. Counted from distance. DeSumo's got 6.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Miller can't get it to go. Bulls leading by 4. DeSumo on the wing. Stolen by Miller. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by White. There's Ball with a 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Giddey into the lane. White for 3. Ball with the rebound. The Hornets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. 3-pointer Bridges drills it from deep.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Vucevic for 3. Drains the triple.
You gotta love the response by Vuce. That's how you get your revenge.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's ball. Bridges, a screen on Giddey. Stolen by Giddey.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Kobe White, he's feeling. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for Charlotte, Colin Sexton out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Grant Williams, then it's Smith, and it's Diabate in at the 5. Sexton passes to Smith, puts up a 3, and they get it back. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Off target from outside. Chicago trailing here. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Jones. Pass to Herter. Jacks up a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Mann. Yet to see a basket. Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Herter gets the bucket.
You had to know that was coming. You just don't drain one on Herter's team without him coming for revenge.
Knocks down the triple. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Knocks down the long J.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
We've talked about this before. Rhythm is so important to a jump shooter. Take Kevin Herter, for example, RJ.
Yeah, Kevin is a great example. His ability to be shifty, to create a few dribbles before launching, that's the key to his game, and not everyone has it.
Now here's Smith. He's got 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Smith's got 9.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Herter with it. Checked by Sexton. Herter passes to Okoro. Back to Herter. Takes the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Okoro, no good. The Hornets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Left side, Williams. Tipped. Smith with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Right side man. Smith outside. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Just relentless on the offensive end. Nick Smith has endless energy, applying constant pressure. And right now, Nick is cooking.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Smith. The 3-ball. Chicago with a rebound. Okoro on the wing. Williams defending. Jones drives in. Sexton with it. No points so far. For 3, Smith. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. PA?
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Man, the pass to Williams. Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. Puts up a deep three. That one no good. Okoro, the defensive effort. The three. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Charlotte on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Hornets with a lead. Okoro and Williams are the small and power forwards. Kevin Herter out there with Trey Jones. And it's Collins in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Substitution on the court.
Ball looks over the floor to the paint. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
White, good. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Now here's Ball. He's got 13. Back to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bridges has got 5.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's White. He's got 11. Nope, 4 for 7 now. Pass to Knipple. And here's Miller. He's covered by Dosunmu. There's Ball with a 3. It's hauled in by White. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the three-point basket by Chicago. And Ball gets it to go.
Yeah, and there's a 3 right back. LaMelo Ball answering the call.
They set the pick.
Hornets foul. Pinnacle. First personal foul. First team foul.
White on the wing. Dosunmu on the wing. 5 to shoot. Outside White. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Ball. Out to Bridges. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Giddey against Miller. Now here's Dosunmu. From downtown, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Oh, easy money. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively.
Melo knocking down a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. It's 2-on-1. Dosunmu outside. There's the triple. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball with it. And it's Giddey picking him up. Pass to Knipple. Giddey against Ball. For the lead. He can't hit that time. Giddey with a defensive effort. Chicago has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Vucevic, a screen on ball. And it's Giddey missing. Charlotte is shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. Miller on the wing. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
And it's stolen by Plumlee. Ball against Giddey. Pass to Knipple. And here's Bridges. Here's Knipple. He's guarded by White. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Three-pointer. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's White. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets.
Substitution on the court.
Knocked away. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Trey Mann out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Green. Then there's Grant Williams. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Okoro. Green, the pass to Williams. Pass to Diabate. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Now Okoro. Williams, a screen on Green. Now Jones. Back to Okoro. Collins with a screen on Green. Okoro passes to Collins. Carries it from 3. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Here's Diabate. There's the 3. On target from range. And the Hornets lead by 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And again, no good by Chicago. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
They're putting it on the deck. Wow, Buzelis is just dangerous on the move. Now that's how you rock the rim. Give them the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Oh, the long ball, no good. Stolen by Ball. Takes a 3. The triple drop.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
For 3. The 3 is in.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside ball. Oh, missed on the tray. Bulls trail by 9.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one, and that brings him with an 8.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Ball against Giddy. Miller outside. Beyond the arc. Buries it from outside.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yes, sir! That one goes! Giddy against Ball. Puts up a tray. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, that when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
That's tipped. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Money from 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Not that time. And it's Giddy off the drive.
Josh Giddy, the basket pass. Defensive foul. LaMelo Ball.
Giddy, no good on the free throw. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Giddy. He takes it in. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the
right now playing their best basketball.
They are certainly struggling, Kevin, and that's no fun for anybody. Coaches, the players, the support staff, everybody is under pressure when you're struggling. And tonight, for each of these teams, there's a chance to get it turned around.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knipple. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Demon, that's good.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Nets. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And here are the Hornets now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Ball kicks to Bridges. And Thomas has it in the corner. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Ball with a wide open look. And that's good. Miles Bridges for 3.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
Here's Demon. Thomas up top. It's to Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Ball. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. On the wing, Porter. 1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Thomas a screen. Here's Demon. And there it is for him. Demon's got his second bucket of the game to go. Charlotte has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Knipple. Three-pointer connects from three-point range.
That's his shot. When Knipple gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte. So lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
Outside Thomas, and that one goes out of bounds. They say last touched by Ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, here's Thomas. Bridges with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Ball against Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Miller outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside, Porter rolls it up. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And a deep 3 from Ball. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Terrence Mann. Johnson is out there with Powell. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Smith for 3. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to Diabate. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nets with the lead. Johnson surveying the floor. With the shot, hits the jumper in space. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. Dinwiddie against Johnson. Williams kicks to Smith. Shoots the 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Nets leading by 4. It's Powell on the wing. Covered by Smith. The shot by Powell, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Johnson against Dinwiddie. Here's Clowney. Drills it from outside. Clowney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Johnson, the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
He was free to fire at his leisure there, not much resistance.
Dinwiddie for 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Nets leading by 8. Man in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. The Hornets pull it in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. You know, Clark, in terms of guarding multiple positions, few do it better than Grant Williams.
Yeah, Grant is really special defensively. I mean, he doesn't have the greatest size, and he's not a tremendous athlete, but what he has is savvy and a willingness to use his body to make it hard for the opponent. He guards 1 through 5 effectively, and he's got the strength to guard guys much bigger than him.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Smith on the wing. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Pass to Sexton. Fires from deep. The rebound by Johnson. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. The 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Smith. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. The 3 from Johnson. No good on the shot. Hornets trail by 8. Dinwiddie outside. Smith on the wing. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Nets. Wolf got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Sexton. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Mann. All scoring in this one.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Shooting 3.
The Hornets shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Smith's shot is good.
steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Pass to Clowney. 15 seconds left now here in the second. They set the pick. Clock at 6. And the Nets miss again. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Keon Johnson for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Keon Johnson really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Charlotte. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Man gets the bucket. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation, being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Back to Bridges. Here's Knipple. Here's Plumlee. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Wolf. Nothing on the board. Here's Clowney. Teardrop shot. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets lead by 7. Ball against Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And he comes up with the deuce. Ball's got 5.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And here is Johnson following LaMelo Ball's 3. From downtown, Wolf, no good. Hornets trail by 5. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here come the Nets. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bridges a screen on Johnson. Ball kicks to Bridges. Pass to Knipple. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or they'll call it.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ball.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Now, here's Thomas. 6 to shoot. Oh, Claxton in position. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Pass to Demon. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bridges, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Kneppel. For the lead, it's hauled in by Claxton. Here is Porter. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time for the short break. And
All right, fans.
well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's Porter outside. Rebound by Smith. Porter's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. The drive by Smith. And finished off by Porter.
Fast break points are a lot about hustle, and Porter Jr. does not hold back in getting up and down the court.
Dinwiddie finds Sexton. The kick out to Williams. Dinwiddie for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 1 now for Charlotte. Williams a screen on Sexton. From deep, Thomas. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Thomas passes to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
For 3, Smith. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And it's off. Nets trail by 7. Outside Williams. It's stolen by Smith. And a fast break now for the Hornets. All right, here's Williams. Outside Smith. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Now, man.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Another shot. 5 on the clock. Now Miller. With the drive, Johnson rips down the board. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Powell against Ball. Here's Wolf. No good there. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. takes the shot. He nails the jump shot.
Hey, Ball has tremendous confidence, oozing with confidence. He feels like he can cross up anybody defending.
Johnson, oh, that is a big-time jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Powell! Man with it, and it's Miller picking him up. There's the pick. The 19-foot shot. For three. The shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Outside Bridges. No good from three. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Ball. Raises up. Johnson outside. From deep. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for And it's Chicago to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Buzelis with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. Clock is at 3. Giddey misses the 3. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. The tray. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Williams with a clean look, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Demon. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now, here's Thomas. Paxton a screen on White. There's Thomas with the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
Outside, Porter. Over in the corner, Williams. From past the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. White with it. Now, Thomas defending. Pass to Giddey. Back to White. Porter with the steal. Over in the corner, Williams. Porter a screen on Vucevic. Williams for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Giddey, no one around him. Drops in the tray. Giddey's got 5.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Thomas against White. Pass to Demon. Oh, Claxton in position. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Over to the wing. Buzelis, no one around him. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. There's Porter with the 3. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls leading. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. From deep, hits the 3-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Williams. Shot to stop the run. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's White. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. Giddey kicks to White. 3-pointer, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Demon. Giddey defending. Demon, that's good.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Porter, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Giddey. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And finished off by Porter.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Bulls. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So for Chicago right now, at the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Jones is out there with Kevin Huerter, and it's Collins in at center. No problems knocking that one down. Okoro's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Chicago leading by 4. Down low. Collins passes to Okoro. Collins setting the pick for Okoro. On the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Mann, and he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Okoro. Collins setting the pick for Okoro. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Takes the 3. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 6.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Now Okoro lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Okoro's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Wolf. There's a good screen. Martin, the pass to Wolf. 6 to shoot. Wilson with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Wolf. It's good.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Huerter kicks to Okoro. Back to Huerter. Okoro setting the pick for Huerter. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 4. Here's Wolf. He's defended by Huerter. A 3 ball. Chicago grabs the miss. 1:16 left to play here in the half. Jones finds Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And here's Huerter outside. Wolf grabs the miss. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the 3 ball is good. It's now only a 1-point Bulls lead for Chicago. They've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Okoro. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Mann gets the bucket. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. And here's Herter outside. And again, no good by Chicago. Man passes to Wolf. No good with the triple. And they get it. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Nets with the lead. They've got Wilson. Martin is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Wolf at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Demon. Giddey defending. Now Buzelis still without a basket. From outside the arc, and Giddey gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And letting his offense come to him naturally. Good seeing Giddey take and make those kinds of shots.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you so much. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Giddey, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 90 seconds now into the second half. It's stolen by Buzelis. Over in the corner, White. With the fadeaway. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Screen by Claxton. To the paint, outside for Thomas. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shoots over White.
A good on-ball defender. White will make you work for it.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Goes up on the wing, and that one drops. White's got 5 points so far. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Thomas outside. Thomas with another miss. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. That's to Vucevic. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Launches it. The rebound by Demon. Brooklyn trailing. It's Porter outside. And it's White with the rebound. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside, Porter. To end the drought. And it goes down 2 points. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
They set the pick. Here's Dosunmu. That's good on the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 1. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Some changes for Chicago. Shoots. Outside Martin. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again. The Bulls have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Martin. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Collins. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Williams. Jones sets the pick for Williams. From the arc. No good on that one. Here's Mann. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought
the previous play is under review.
Officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know something.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead, up 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the forwards, Okoro and Williams. Jones is out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Collins in at the 5. Home in the paint. Kicks it out to Wilson. Out to the wing. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there. Seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Williams with a clean look, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Wolf. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he's good on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. No good on the 3. Williams against Wilson. Three-pointer. Outside for Martin. Shoots over Huerter. Martin with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 4.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Jones for 3. Wolf grabs the miss. Wolf got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Mann. And it falls over the rim and in. Mann's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Look at 6. Williams with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
Yeah, an impressive offensive rebounder. Vucevic isn't afraid of throwing his weight away.
The three goes down.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
White setting the pick for Buzelis. Vucevic outside. Now here's Dosumu. What a response! Hitting a three of their own.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three.
Here's the screen. Here's man. Giddy defending. Knocks down the three.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Dosumu with it. And it misses. Against White. Beyond the arc. Three. Good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
And here is Dosumu. Puts up a three. Buries the deep ball.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Okoro, he's checked in for Chicago. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that three-point.
Pick by Vucevic. No one near him. Count it.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. The Bulls making a switch here. Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a three-point game. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Giddy fires. Down it goes for 3.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll be back. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. We've got Terrence Mann. He's out there with Martin. Nicholas Claxton out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. And get the 3. And Chicago shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Giddey. White outside. Giddey with the screen on Martin. 4 on the clock. Claxton with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Clowney. And stolen by Giddey. In transition, here come the Bulls to take the lead. Claxton with the rebound. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Williams. And down goes the 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
White outside. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3, and there's the 3.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge 3 at the other end.
Wide open look, and it misses.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Now Williams. Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3.
And that's like a body blow. Answered with another body blow. And these fans go from dejection to deliriousness in a matter of seconds.
Here's White. Giddey sets the pick for White. Trained from outside.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
Man with it. He's picked up by White. White against Martin. It's deflected. And Brooklyn has possession. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And in this situation, they have to go all out for a quick steal on the inbound play. Everyone will be looking for the steal, and if they don't get it, then you resort to the foul.
Now White launches it. That's off.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt